There's only one game in this world that I actually like, and that's Open Season for the Nintendo Wii. The cover of this game is amazing, look at that duck. But I guess Monster Hunter Stories is also kinda good. It sold over 140,000 copies on its first week of launch, and through October 3rd to October 9th, 2016, it was the best-selling title. It was nominated for Best Handheld Game at the Game Awards 2017, for Best 3DS Game and Best RPG at IGN's Best of 2017 Awards, and it was even nominated for Handheld Game of the Year at the 21st Annual DICE Awards. That's quite impressive. Open Season didn't win anything like that. What made this game so good, and why did it do so well in terms of sales? First of all, the story was absolutely amazing. The name is Monster Hunter Stories, so it would have been kinda weird if it didn't have a good story. I didn't really know if I should talk about the actual plot, and ultimately, I decided not to, in case some of you still have not played the game and don't want spoilers. But it is really good. There's character development, shocking surprises, and everything else that you would want from a story. There's this one moment that made me go, "What? It's still alive?" Not many games made me do that. Also, not a lot of games made me actually care about its characters. But guess what? Naviru is my best friend now. He's so adorable, cheery, and pretty funny, like myself. When Monster Hunter Stories was released, Monster Hunter games didn't really have much of a story, except for 4 Ultimate, so it was a really nice idea for them to make a spin-off game with an outstanding story. This game was initially only released for the Nintendo 3DS, which isn't the most powerful console in the world, but Stories really pushed it to its limits. I was really surprised at how good this game looks. There are people that say graphics don't matter when it comes to video games, but man, having nice graphics is really nice. This was a monster collecting game. So you get monsters, or monsties as they are officially called, level them up, give them different genes, and all of this is done so wonderfully that even people that don't like monster collecting games would have a fun time with this one. The order of getting new monsters goes like this. Find the cave, enter it, find the nest, slowly walk up to it so as not to wake up whoever's sleeping there, choose the egg that looks the coolest, get very scared and pee in your pants because the monster just woke up, and then run for your life. If everything went according to plan, you should now have a new egg, which you can then hatch. A very exciting part because most of the time, you won't know what monster is inside. There are guides on the internet that show what monster each specific egg pattern and color have, but I don't recommend you use them because it just takes away all of the excitement. Oh man, I wonder what's inside this! If you get a monster that you already have or that you don't want, well, that's completely fine because you can use its genes. There's a lot of customization you can do with these. Wanna give Rathalos' fireballs to Seregios? Sure, go ahead. Wanna give Kirapeko some of Kongalala's farts? Well, you can try. I've already applauded the graphics, but the actual world is epic as well. It's pretty open world and you unlock more locations as you progress through the story. Some parts of the world are pretty tight, but others are very large and interesting to explore, which you can do in many different ways. You can run around, ride your monsties, fly above the world, go through water, and even go through lava, which unfortunately is not possible in real life. Keep in mind that this is a 3DS game, so having good graphics and big areas to explore is a combination that many thought would make the system explode. The grinding aspect of Monster Hunter games is a big turnoff for a lot of people. It's the reason why they can't get into the series. Fighting the same monster over and over and over again for a weapon sometimes gets a bit tedious. Stories, however, doesn't require you to do that, so it basically appeals to everyone. During my playthrough, I had most of the materials that I needed just by simply exploring. After finishing the 50 or so hour campaign, there's still lots for you to do. There's multiplayer PvP, a bunch of free DLC quests, new armor and weapons to craft, new monsties to hatch, subquests to do, assuming you haven't done them all during the main playthrough. One of the coolest DLC quests in the world has got to be the Monster Hunter Stories Legend of Zelda DLC. It gives you a Link costume and Epona as an actual monstie which you can ride. This is a great idea, and I really wish they did more of these. Imagine how epic it would be to get the dragon from Shrek as an actual monstie and being able to fly around with it. After saying all of that, I don't think I like this game anymore. So, should I eat it?